Good morning, folks. It's at 10:14 a.m. on the 6th day of November. Excuse me, I'll adjust the microphone here. So, right here we got. Let's do the best we can for you guys and show you what's going on here. First thing I want to do is check if I'm going live. I'm looking at here is it's the afternoon hours of Saturday. I'm expecting to see some big boomers coming across Queensland proper, just skirting the city of Brisbane here, just skirting you. The EMS all saying that's going to happen too. So I'm going to go through some of what you can expect. I'm going to go through some of the combinations of it all. I'll give you a bit of a graphic here. You can see you've definitely had a big spray day today. As you can see here, going across, this was about 4 hours ago, but while the sun was up. You gotta square this is, even inside the plume itself. These are not round cells. There's a lot of evidence of EMF, as you saw that crisscrossing interference pattern. Bzzz, getting fried. Stray style. There's probably a lake under there that changed that color difference there. Even New Zealand, you were not immune. I have to go back a few more hours so we can get some daylight image of you guys. As you can see here, you was well sprayed. This is wow, that's horrendous, isn't it? The Bay of plenty of free EMF, that's for sure. Is the island here giving off a volcanic stuff? Because look at the boom plume here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see those bigger nuts? Wow, boy. This geoengineering never stops. Right here over the Penis Insula too. It was not immune to the toxic flyers. Special attentions. Very special attentions. So we'll go ahead and roll through some of this for you. What could be expected over the next few days. If this isn't loud enough for you, I'm having a heck of a time even having the energy to do this. I am not well. That's okay. Well enough to do this. Oh yeah, let's just show this fucking ever bullshit. I thought I'm in a mood. Okay, let's try it again. Hey Adelaide, do you like the storms coming through? I'm not liking them too much. So we'll let you watch yourselves get your geostorm going on. And is it actually live? Do we hear volume? Yes, we have volume. Okay, so here we go. Alrighty. Yeah, your daytime hours tomorrow is going to be havoc at rush hour, especially the early morning rush. And coming into the evening hours, oh my. Look at the lightning kicking off. And this here is at about, oh gosh. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday in Vic. It's going to roll through fairly quickly. You just got a day of it, and then it ends, and then it hits that border area there. It's running into a line of EMF, and it's going to have a hard time getting past to the coast until we get into the day proper on Saturday. It's going to take the heat on the top of the clouds to pretty much move that along. I had an image of Mimic up. I'll go ahead and see if we can get it to come up again. Much flesh and images, and you're going to turn away for a second if it's sensitive. That's so tensive. Here we go. They just stop it right on there. Hey, watch this. I'm going to back it up a bit. See that big square right here near Seduna coming up and over? You have a HARP facility over there. And I see its signature in the clouds. And it's really set a lot of the flow and motion. You see some beaming from a station here. See here, controlling the flow here. That might be a Taroom. Boom, Taroom, as Boo used to call it. You get to name that one, my friend. Big scalar square of energy nucleated here right over the top of the area where the main storms are about to go through. But this year's a different time. You can see that beam that popped up there, and that was at yesterday, about 10 o'clock in the morning. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Fryer came on, man. Set your weather right in place. Set it right in place. They said, I'm not going to carry on too long on this. It's almost time now to start get you up to Queensland. I guess I'll just keep rolling this. Or let's back you up. I'll let you roll over a bit. Soon New Zealand will come on the screen too. Because yeah, that clobber that I was talking about is coming. You don't get away from that. There's no getting away from it. Excuse me. I'll mute my mic next time. I'm looking for the button. Here it is. But it's a grand tag in there you got there, Julie. That's alright. People evidently have trouble getting notifications from when I go live. God, as I call it, oneness will be putting my work into the eyes and into the ears of those who need it. I trust in this. I don't care about view counts or none of that. I'm not feeling well, so even having the energy to do this is difficult. And that's what you got coming on Tuesday, just like I said. It's going to get windy. It's going to be bitey. Got a lot of cold air moving up in there. I'm expecting some wintry mix in some of your areas during that particular event. I think you came from like here to here. There was a fair amount of water that I'm expecting to see coming during this event. That's a little bit low. You're expecting about 7.5 in some of these places here. I'm expecting about 15 centimeters. So I'm not seeing the totals I'm expecting. Let's see if I'm going to get honest. It's getting close. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yeah, this is about what I was expecting to see. Okay, so again, you got the wets coming. You know, as they're stopping that river of moisture there with EMF, and it comes straight over the land here and it hits these mountains, the condensates all collide. They may be really small, misty droplets when they're out at sea, but when they start crashing into each other, they coalesce into big ones. It looks like that gash is going to be running again. The Anatoki River, Tokiwoki, they're mounting Christmas. Oh gosh, Woody Elf on the Shelf's been busy. Again, the ranges here near Nelson's going to keep that creek mighty full. So what are we going to do? We're going to be vigilant and keep an eye out for this. Okay, so I'm going to run you separate here, starting from the event moments. Yes, this is when I'm going to kind of say it starts, which is the evening hours of Sunday. Talking about 6 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. This event will be really dashing the penguins on the rocks down there in the Southlands, melting a bit of glacial ice. Imagine having some glacial accumulation start to go on down there. I'm curious about, is the ice pack actually growing? Is that why they don't want you to see the statistics? The global warming that never happened? Or the lying with statistics when the BLM got actually caught changing the numbers to make it look warmer? That's why I ask you guys for reports of what's going on, or show me your sky, because man, I don't believe too much anymore. You know, when one small step for man became one big empty paycheck, a never-ending glory for the cash cows, Raytheons and stuff. Or should we change the name to Rapian? You can decide this. It's going to be a bit windy when that came through. Fellow Kiwiers there. Yeah, I'm an honorary. I can say fellow if you don't like it. Sorry, fellows. Ooh, big wins. And that's in clicks. It is fair imminent. You know, starting to pick up the winds. They're coming in on Friday, my time. Start roaring through Cooks. And call me by Sunday. You got it. You're right in the middle of it again. So get your travels. See this here? Yeah, you watch yourself. You'll get caught on a glacier in a pair of skis. You're going to blow your ass over. So I'm going to take you over to the Sunday event. And yes, If this pressure stalls over here much longer, this coastline here is going to get a big battering. 83-kilometer gusts and stuff to be expected. Some of these will be over 100. Not guaranteed it. Pressure down here is too low. See this dip it's taking? Let's see if we can get a better graphic. Shows a crush. There's a big winds going across the ocean here. You'd run a hell of a swell. If you got caught on a bag of coconuts like Pappy, you'd have a heck of a tar, wouldn't you? Whoa! You got lucky. Maybe you end up over here on one of these islands. Yeah, everything's connected, you know. Everything's connected. I'm doing a determinant. We do have a break in the pressure, so maybe some springtime's about to start. I see these long dips on the high. That's telling me you're going to have a weather change in about 3 weeks. Sadly, 3 weeks is 3 weeks. Right? Yeah, big winds for the desert scheduled. It's a weather plan, man. They can't tell you an accurate forecast, but they tell you what they plan to do. Okay, so we keep an eye on the geo. We watch the cam. We see what it's doing, and then we determine. See that corridor flow straight through here? So all this EMF is holding that side's dynamics and that side's dynamics separate. And where's all the flow coming? Right through here, actually, between here and here. That's what's going to fuel your T-Storms. Look at this big blaster here over as we're headed toward the Capricorn coast. It's a beautiful area here. Bit of a fire. See that color out at sea? Unless that's floodwaters hanging on. Let me have a look. You can always tell when the color changes if we've had a big rain. Yeah, that's floodwaters. You had a bit of a gully washer up there, did you? Some of that red clay made its way into the view. Ooh, would you look at the girl? Boom, boom, plume, streamers of death. There they are, just glitching up the atmosphere, consuming oxygen, releasing CO2 and other gases right in the sky, causing a serious case of skyurea over this. But oh my, that's skyuretics, isn't it? It's a big cracker dripping with chem, dripping down. Nanoparticles, man, it's in the room with you now. Idiots ask a stupid question of me and not expect the sarcasm back. Where do you think I was born? Not in a mental hospital like some of y'all. See the difference in the square? I mean, the haze here is different than on this side. Right here, that's beam line. V, V, V. You got a radar here. Doesn't let me get any more town names than what it's got. I show you Tassie, but sadly we cannot see you. You have been obscured. But when I do look off your coast, I see this mist. Looking like a Wi-Fi symbol, isn't it? I see there's pulsations going on. Either that or the van is rocking. Well, we better start knocking, I think. It's time to start knocking. Time to throw the bus itself in the chipper because they keep throwing people under the bus and the bus keeps going on, so to speak. This is the frog boiler. The frog is boiled. That's a normal cloud. Bzzz, got a ship out here. Right about there. Anchors away. You're pointing at it. And we're over here, Mac. My voice is going. So, look like you're in for a time. I had comments, so I want to wrap up nothing. You gotta go up here to Queensland now and show you what you guys got going on. I don't know if the mic is even working. I test this one too. Yeah, it looks alright. hard to tell. Hey, sometimes my video just disappears. Yeah, it sounds alright. Okay, Cuckoos. Up here in the funkin' Queensland. Yeah, what do we call y'all? QLD, cold. It's Kingsland now, isn't it? Because of king. Ooh, no more kings. Which means no wankers with signs. Isn't like somebody say they're all natural. Dyeing their hair blue. What's up with that, Marge? Hey, Darwin, are you ready? Hey, look at most of your storms are going to die out just a bit south of you tomorrow. But this is the coastal creeper I was worried about. Boy, is she bringing some cold air into the trop. Mixing with that tropical air is going to be very volatile around Brizzy tomorrow. I mean, excuse me, this will be Saturday. Expect tornadic activity. I know you don't like to hear those words. Expect it. And into the nighttime hours. This is good. So we'll get you more as we get closer to that event. I've showed you New Zealand. I'd like to come up here into the Nunt and give them a little look. Yeah, the Nunt. Oh, we call you the Want. Here, Western Australia and Northern Territory is the Want. And they be watching some natural weather for a change. So I'm going to run a couple days of this because you really, that northern road passage from east to west, from coast to coast, is definitely going to be in peril in some spots. Yeah, as this kicks off, it's really going to run. And some of these storms are packing 2-3 centimeters an hour. Okay, so that's flash floods, and they make a little smiley for you. Trying to burn. There he is, smiley man. Bad storms, man, but at least you ain't got that pocket of cold that hits you that brings the tornado-y things. Not like they're going to get a New South Wales coming up. I'm very concerned for you guys. Very, very concerned. Step it. All right, back to it. I don't, yeah, there's a big beam that's come up the coast of Gympie set in otter that's really made short. It might even be on now. If we can get it on. If we can get it on. It depends how cooperative it is. See, that radar's on, so all that flow pings south. And that's on, that corridor is set that way. Let's look up here. See it here? This here is setting a flow corridor up. It's aiming everything at you. Things that would have come that way can't. They can't. They run into a resistance path. And this is the one that's been busy. Has been this one, boom, boom, Taru. We picked up his signature in the clouds, even though you could barely see some of the perturbations, because they've got its signal turned down. And so you'll be like, oh, there's not a cloud in the sky here, is there? It's fairly free. Very often they'll say it's free of clouds, and you look at it and it isn't. Oh, fire. That's fires. And they just started. See that there? So if you're in this area here, you just had fires started. There they go. I don't think we'll have much data in them. If we're lucky, data will come up. If we're not, it won't. But that just started a couple hours ago. There's not too much fire data from today. How are you today? Oh, we get the dominoes. That's your daytime burn. You know, whether these are controlled birds or not, or the controller's burning us out, only you can decide. And that's a heck of a back-burning accuracy, I gotta say, when you go make two isosceles triangles like that side by side. Yeah, this is where the video might get a little choppy. see here, folks, just another controlled burn. Just another thermonetic dog having it walk. These are all daytime fires. It's all in one day. Somebody walking around that accurate? I have a feeling the news is pissing down our back and telling us it's raining. There's so many fires here, it's not going to load. So let's turn that screen off. Hey, get it from my eyes. So back to the world Asia's view. As you guys got some storms coming, the accumulations in New Zealand are going to be fair high, and over the next couple of days, it's going to be wet, moist, and cold. In these areas over here, temperature-wise, coming into tonight, it's a bit nipply. You'll survive, and during the day into the 15s, you're going to want your windbreaker. Because the ball breakers have been out in their planes. Yeah, there's the heat to fuel it. Boy, it's going to whip some desert sand up. And that pocket of cold air is what's going to make that tornadic activity much more probable. So watch yourselves over this event that's coming, okay? It's some wicked thunderstorms are going to be dancing about. Not good at all. Especially up here. But you expect that this time of year, don't you? Thunderstorms packing 10 centimeters per kilometer. That's 10 liter per kilometer squared. Look at how the waveform here is even visible in the thunderstorm bands. You just draw the V in that one, or is that the cornucopia? They serving some bugles. I don't know. All I know is you guys got to watch out for yourselves, okay? Be safe. Peace.